On this episode of Trying Not to Sink, we're going to visit our new friends Mark and Sherri on their beautiful Mainship 430. Join us. My name is Ed. I'm an ex-musician, turned politician, turned accountant, who now imagines himself a sea captain. This is Lynn. She's an ex-model, retired photographer, and the love of my life. 3 years ago, we bought a boat. No experience and completely clueless. Since then, we have traveled over 10,000 miles along the Atlantic coast and the Bahamas. Join us as we continue the adventure, exploring exciting places, meeting new people, and having the time of our lives while trying not to sink. Whatever we say, if we look dumb or stupid, I'll edit that out.
And us too?
No, that's a highlight. That's for the highlight reel.
You must do a lot of editing when you interview folks like us.
So welcome to Philadelphia.
Love Philly.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a nice old city.
It is. It's very few people come up. I think we were speaking yesterday. Not a lot of boaters come up here. It's a dead end, and they don't realize what a nice stop it is.
Yeah.
You know, you're so close to historical sites and restaurants and cool boats.
Exactly.
It's been a couple of years since I've been here, and City Hall used to be open, that little garden area on the inside, and it's not open today. But they've done a lot on the outside of City Hall to make it really still inviting. Like that water feature that's out in front of City Hall now is new from a couple of years ago. So we went over there to check that out, but we couldn't get on the inside, although we almost snuck in. They had the gate open for some other reason. And so, I'm just like, I own the place, right?
You walk in like you own it, and that way you get in. So anyway, you guys started in California?
Originally, we, just over a year ago, we sold everything. Sold our house, sold our cars.
You did it. So
just
jealous.
completely decided, time to go.
What made you do that?
Well, we actually had a 5-year plan. Everybody has a 5-year plan, right? And that was, 2.5 years ago, something like that. So we were halfway through our 5-year plan, or almost halfway through our 5-year plan. And we actually had a conversation with our family. It was Easter of last year. We were all eating dinner. And I remember my sister and brother-in-law, we were talking about kind of challenges we're going through. And my sister and brother-in-law said, well, why are you guys waiting? And we kind of looked at each other, and then from that point forward, we said, why are we waiting?
That one question was like,
why are we waiting?
Why?
Yeah, exactly.
You just get so locked into your goals,
plan.
I guess. This is the plan. We'll just do this, and then this, and then this. And once we really evaluated the why, there was not a good reason to
no reason to wait 3 more years for it.
And from that point, we just were very aggressive and said, hey, let's get this done, let's do this. And that was Easter time, and we had a sailboat in San Francisco Bay, so we put that was the first thing we put on the market because we knew that was going to take a while. And we put our house in the market by June, I think. The house sold in 1 weekend.
Oh, really?
Considerably more than asking.
Wow.
So, everything just was falling in place.
It seemed perfect then.
Yeah.
Like if you were questioning any of it, at that point you're like, no, this is right. Everything.
Other than maybe asking more for the house.
Well, yeah.
So how long were you guys sailboating before you?
Well, I grew up around boat. My dad had a little 13-foot sunfish sailboat when we were growing up, so that's where I started in the Sacramento area, so around there. And then I moved to the Bay Area, and I was in the Bay Area for 10 or 12 years, something like that, and I had several boats there. And then I had our last boat there, and brought Sherri on board as far as getting her into boating. So we were sailboats all the way up. We were sailboaters, and then we kind of made the shift. Even several years ago when we started talking about what we want to do, we always wanted to be near the water. We always liked to be near the water. That's kind of the key for us. We love being near the water.
Yeah, it's something comforting about that. It's just like.
But we also wanted something comfortable.
Yeah.
We heard about the Great Loop, so that was kind of our target. Hey, let's go to the Loop. And so that was our original 5-year plan. Let's go to the Great Loop. And last year we decided, let's sell everything and go do it. We decided, let's not jump into a boat yet. Let's get an RV and travel the U.S. So we got an older RV, packed it up with everything we had. We literally don't even have a storage unit. Packed everything we had on it and traveled across the U.S. and what would we take? 6 months, 5 months? I think 5 months. So we're not very fast travelers.
Well, you were taking your time, kind of like us.
Yeah. I always tell people
no rush.
If I wanted to get someplace fast, I would have bought a plane, not a boat.
Exactly, that's true.
So the transition between the sailboat to the power boat, how was that?
It was fairly interesting because we've been on power boats. Certainly nothing. We don't have experience driving something this big, so that was a pretty big jump. Twin engines versus a single engine, sailboat. Now, or even within a few days of getting this boat, I said, I'll take 2 engines any day.
Yeah.
As far as maneuverability.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll just crab walk this guy.
Yeah. So, and now we're I think it's just looking. We're about 2,000 miles in on this boat.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
So,
and how did you come to choose
We have
the
different
Mainship?
answers to this one.
yeah, the main. So we did the RV thing across the U.S. and we already knew we were going to be looking at boats on the East Coast. Just the cruising lifestyle and living aboard is just a little more, and for us to be able to move around the East Coast just made more sense to us.
Yeah.
And getting out of California, made more sense to us. So we started looking at boats, of course, online. Sherri called it my boat porn addiction.
Well, it happens.
You're on Yacht World.
In the middle of the night,
Exactly.
I catch him out there.
We all know about that.
So we came every couple of days she'd get an email and say, hey, look at this one, look at that one. And so we certainly looked at it a lot, and then we went to the AGL-CA rendezvous in Alabama, so we got to get on a bunch of different boats, so that helped. We ended up getting a buyer's broker to help with the search, and then we started getting on boats. And we kind of jumped on the Mainship this size pretty quick. We saw some smaller Mainships, didn't feel it was right for us, but this style, this is a Mainship 430. There's a aft cabin version of this boat that's more common. There's not as many of these out there. But once we kind of narrowed in on that, we started saying, hey, let's look what's on the market for this boat. And fortunately for us, there was 2 of them within 60 miles of each other, probably the best 2 on the market.
Where'd you find it?
And this was in Longboat Key.
Okay.
Longboat Key.
That's beautiful, boat.
And you said you have 2,000 miles now?
Yeah, so, yep.
And you came up here, obviously, from Florida. Where's
Right.
where's the other 1,000 at?
Well, so...
There it
There.
So, yeah, Longboat Key is just south of, or just north of Sarasota. So we went south.
Okay.
Down to the Lake Okeechobee, and we cut across the Okeechobee, and then came up through Florida up to here.
Oh, okay.
So all those locks, how was that?
Yeah, it was our first locking situation. Was pretty early in the process. Yeah, it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was easier than I anticipated. I understand that the locks north are a little more challenging, like more of a change in.
Yeah, up in the Great Lakes area.
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
We got 2 dogs.
We do have 2
Duke
dogs.
and
Riley.
And how is it with the dogs on the boat?
It's been pretty good. It's definitely changes how we cruise, right? And we get asked, people would say, well, how do you deal with dogs on the boat?
Just like everybody else.
Yeah, just like everybody.
You have your spot.
Exactly, yeah. But, you try to accommodate places, or go to places that can accommodate that. Generally, the marinas have been really good.
Yeah.
We haven't really had a huge challenge. Some are better. Even Philly here is a great location. There's 2 dog parks not too far away.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
So, so that's great.
Yeah.
Dogs are resilient, so they do really well.
Yeah.
We did choose this boat, though, in part because of how easy the boat is to get on and off of. So for us and the dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, my dog, you can pick her up and put her on.
Yeah.
But his dog is
I'm
75.
not sure yours is a dog.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like a powder
pillow. Yeah.
She's okay. You have a vlog, right?
Or not a vlog. We have just regular
a vlog.
Yes.
So how long have you been doing the vlog?
We started that pretty close to when a year ago. So
when you were RVing it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's
actually,
cool.
even before we were selling the house, I think the first thing was, hey, anybody want to buy a house?
Now, do you both do the writing in it, or do you take turns, or is it more?
Interesting question. So I was doing a lot of it before, and And then we started experimenting with different things. And Sherri wrote one at one point. But then we had a few situations, and I think actually Sherri suggested, our perspectives would be interesting if they're both on there. I said, my first thought was, because they're different.
Aren't they?
One of them's correct.
Exactly. There's mine, the truth.
That's my story, right? So we've done a few where we each kind of write the same event, and then we mix it with kind of like conversation. So we kind of go through it chronologically, and then I'll talk about it, and she'll talk about it. And that's been pretty good. It's been pretty well received. People read it and say, because they want that perspective.
It is a good, because there are two different sides.
And it's called R Positive Latitude?
rpositivelattitude.com.
He is more factual, very much to the point, just just facts, ma'am. And you talk about history and perspective, where I'm all emotion. So you get, when you read it, it's very obvious what pieces are mine. I mean, we do label it that this is Sherri's piece, but you wouldn't have to. People could easily tell this is my piece because of the emotion. Yeah,
well, that would be the same way. He is. And I would talk about the beauty or the feeling of something.
I always say she does the color commentary.
And it'd be like,
facts,
Well, can we take a tour of the boat?
Yeah, love to.
Great.
This is the upper helm.
Yep,
And this is the view. Oh man, you got to tippy toe that, but that's the view when you're docking or going forward.
This is my preferred place to drive because I can see from here. The lower helm is not as easy for me to see.
We're the same way. 98% of the time I'm piloting from the upper helm.
5, almost 2.
Oh.
Makes it sound like 5'2". Yeah. That's what you looked at me.
And you got nice space here.
Yeah.
And what is this, like a
That's
grill?
a barbecue grill, and there's a fridge or ice maker.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Or a heat sink and everything.
I could use it last night.
Makes it easier to go one of the plants. Oh, that's perfect.
We keep our bikes right there on the stern.
That's nice. That's a nice spot. Ours, we have them strapped to the side. That's a real place.
The drawback here is you got to hold them down.
It's huge.
Our electric bikes. Oh my gosh, I so love our electric bikes.
I saw you taking them off the other day. And I was
we
like,
went
that looks
across
nice.
the bridge and over to the aquarium, but that bridge is a bit of a struggle if we didn't have a little boost.
I've never done it by bike, so I've driven across it 1,000 times.
This is a nice cockpit back here.
This is Duke, this is Riley.
Yeah.
So one of the things that really attracts us to the boat is there's a lift for the dinghy. It's a freedom lift, so
I see.
you can actually hit the button and drop the dinghy into the water.
Oh, that's really nice.
So,
we wish we had that.
so for us to deploy the dinghy for an anchor is really a matter of a few minutes.
That's nice.
That's really nice feature. We have to do some yoga at the top of ours to get ours down, and we can't let it down here because we would be letting it down onto the dock.
Well, we almost got rid of ours because it was such a pain in the neck to get it up and down. Because what happens is it goes off the side of the boat, and it's a 13-foot Boston whaler, so it's heavy. And what happens is when we take it out, the boat will list in that direction
heavily,
which is not a problem putting it down. But when you bring the boat back up, you have to pull it back uphill to get it to the boat to level out, and then it's easy. So what we eventually found a method of doing it is I have a little electric winch that I actually use to pull it the first 8 feet or so to get the boat level, and then I can pull it the rest of the way in by hand. So we solved the problem, but we were ready to sell the boat, the tender, and get something an inflatable, something much lighter. But so for now we're not.
We love the double doors back here. So then we have a retractable screen.
That's nice, especially when you're down south with all the
butts.
all the butts.
What year's the boat?
This is a 2007, which is probably one of the last years they built.
Mainship. It's beautiful.
It's great. This is maple, I guess? It's beautiful, whatever it is.
That's it. Is
Thank goodness the wood is on the inside of the boat, not the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I remember when we first got our boat and I saw that they took the wood railings off the boat and they replaced it with the stainless, the chrome. I was like, oh no, I like that wood so much better. But now that I see people have to scrape them and take care of them, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. But this is nice. Did this come with the boat table?
Yeah, the other thing that we replaced was a Haida or a couch that converted to a bed. We got rid of that and put in the recliners.
Yeah.
Just because we like that.
Yeah. Keeps people off your boat too. You can say, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't have room for you.
Don't have room for you. This is nice though.
Yeah,
This little bar area. I think that's so adorable.
Yeah.
And it comes with.
Comes with the dog.
Yes. Comes with Riley.
Yes.
You want to take us down? I'll entertain the dogs.
Oh, I love the upper hammock.
Oh, this, yeah, and this, when I was first looking at boats, I was kind of looking at pilot boats, not similar to your boat, but the idea of having that lower helm and the full visibility. So this is kind of a compromise. It doesn't have that centered helm, not quite the visibility, but it's still pretty good.
It's nice when it's crappy out.
Yeah, and I actually prefer, I don't want to say prefer, but most people are 98% up top and 2% here.
Yeah.
But I'm probably 40% here and 60 up top.
Are you really?
So if it gets really warm, I prefer being down here.
Because you can turn the air generator on.
Yeah, or just it's a little more shaded here, something like that. Or if the conditions for going on just a big open area of water where there's, my visibility is not as important.
Yeah.
I'd really be here. Or if you're going through locks, I'd really be
Well, yeah. Well, you are down bottom when we go through locks because you have to.
Yeah, you have to run out the door real quick.
Yeah, you hop right out.
Yeah.
He helps me during the going through locks. By
Yeah.
being down here. If he's
Yeah.
upstairs, that's not very helpful.
Yeah.
All right,
It's beautiful.
You want to go downstairs?
Sure. And this is your galley. It's
Good
cute.
alley, yeah.
It's cute. Double snake. Nice. Jealous.
There's actually 4 refrigeration/freezer units. So 3 of them are refrigerators, and the top one's a freezer. So
Nice. Nice.
plenty of
And you have an
space.
oven too.
Yeah, and an oven and
A range top.
reverter.
Oh, very nice. And the microwave.
Yeah, and a small microwave.
Very nice. And then we go forward. This is storage, right? This is your pantry. This is your office.
Yeah, we call it the office because we have a little desk over here on the side, and that couch converts into a bed, it pulls out.
So if mom does want to come
And
stay.
actually, Mom did stay with us for a week.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Then this is your room, Mom.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's got nice ventilation up top too.
And probably
And
one
a
of our
skylight.
favorite features
Oh yeah, that's
is the full-size washer and dryer.
isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Full size.
So we can pop this up and
You can put
Get
bedspreads
access.
in it and everything.
Yeah.
So that's really nice to have, especially when you're living on the boat.
exactly
To have
yeah,
that.
Yeah. It's very rare for a boat this size, 43-foot boat to have.
To have something
Have
so
something.
large, yeah. And this is the head stateroom, or do you only have one?
That is the stateroom. Or
Okay,
that
and
is
the head.
Yeah, the
One head. Okay, it's a really nice full-size head.
Yeah.
And a bathtub.
And a bathtub.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It is good size.
And this is the
Master stateroom.
master stateroom, which is, oh, I love the bench on the side. It's really nice. You got a side, it's decent sized bed. It looks really comfy.
And then we added the electric fans up there.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you find you need them?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was running mine last night.
Now, you said there was a model that had an aft.
Yeah, but-
How did they do that?
This part ends up getting much smaller. I don't know if they have this
room?
stateroom, or it's not
Okay.
really this big. But yeah, it's out. For us, we weren't going to have a lot of people staying with us for a long time.
Sure, yeah.
So we didn't really need extra staterooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better off having the living space.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
really like the cockpit area in
Yeah.
the back.
Oh, I love
Oh, yeah.
that too. That's very nice.
And I assume your engines are when
Yeah,
they're here?
no, they're all the way in the back. We can take a look there.
No, I took up the hobby of
So we just pop that up and there's stairs
did
down.
you? Yes.
Easy for you to go down.
Ed was really into that. We got a lot of room to work down there.
Yeah,
Pretty good. You
yeah.
certainly can't stand up. But
Yeah, but you have room to access everything
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Yeah.
Which is important.
yeah. And there are Cummins engines, and most of the filters, etc., are all inside. You'll have to roll over the outside.
But the access for the boat yoga is pretty intense on that. Yeah, to get around on it. So that's nice.
Yeah. Coming from a sailboat, this is tons of space down
Oh yeah, I betcha.
Yeah, this is great. You have access to everything you need. Yeah, my boat, as big as it is, things are hard to get to still. You know, I mean, being able to get to the ramrods and all this stuff like that, it's like a major problem on my boat. But this is great.
And now you're heading to do the loop.
Well, yeah. So we never really intended to do the loop this year, and fortunately, I guess for us, with all the things that were going on between COVID, there's some lock maintenance that make it pretty tough to schedule around. So, fortunately for us, you know, we're not hitting some of the problems that other loopers are as far as trying to get through all that this year.
Yeah.
So our intention was always to do it next year. So this year we decided we're done. Well, let's head up north, you know, for the summer. At least get to the Chesapeake and spend some time in the Chesapeake for the summer and get up to Philly. That was actually one of our early goals, is to get to Philly. So.
Well, when we went to the Rendezvous, which is the Great Loop Association Trawler, I guess, conference, what they do is they open up a lot of the boats. So the Great Loop folks that have done it previously or are currently doing it allow people to walk on their boats and talk about the pros and cons. Yeah. So when we went on a bunch of boats, we took down information that was important to us. So this engine access outside of the living space, that was important, and at least some ability to gain access. So, I mean, Mark's tall, so that is harder for him to work in, but you were down there, you saw it's pretty spacious.
I would give up the headroom to have the access that you do on mine. I can stand in my engine room, but it's very tight. Yeah, it's you know, I wish on my boat, they had not put that center hallway in. Yeah. That they had just put a spiral staircase in the back to access the back bedroom, and then that way the whole area could have been opened up. Right. Well, this was a great choice. You could do anything in this boat. You could do the Caribbean, you could do the loop, you can go up north. You know, this is a great choice.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much.
Roger out.